Is my mic off? While I was waiting for people to get back and also investigating some other things. I can't be breaking up. I only just started talking. We still haven't got a proper internet connection, you know. If you were thinking of going with Virgin Media, be warned, they're rubbish. But then dial-up is rubbish as well. So what are you going to do? We will just wait for our many fans to rejoin us. And then we will get back to the answers. My apologies for this slight interruption. Alrighty. Well, so I have ruminators, I have hedonists, I have... well, hopefully I have... what do you call them? Sounds a bit hippies. Hang on a second. Lawrence the Temple Elf is going to check in with him and her. And then we will just get going in a moment. Mind you, him and her don't do any marking, do they? So let's get back. Let's get on with the marking. I think we probably have our marking teams, and hopefully him and her will rejoin us. And they'll want to know what the answers were. But, of course, if you're already listening, then well done for getting back on. Here we go. Alrighty. Who else was I expecting? Hedonist, yes. Footlings, yes. Ruminators, yes. Sounds a bit hippie, presumably. Here we go then. So, the anagram did no frying. You couldn't find Nemo in that anagram, but you could find Dory, finding Dory for the point. Question 2, the noodle soup is ramen. Ramen. Question 3, the missing words and names. We were looking for McDonald's. Then Wade, as in Roe versus Wade. Finland and Sweden running to NATO to save them from the dastardly Ruskies. And finally, we're looking for Gallop, the equestrian movement through history. I'm afraid Journey is not a horse pun enough to get a point there. Question 4. Don Cheadle played Miles Davis in the biopic Miles Ahead. Miles Davis. Then question 5. 4-letter name cognate with the Welsh word for river, shared by several rivers in the UK. The Ruminators wrote river in capitals. I'm afraid that's not worth the point. I was looking for Avon. Avon. Land is almost by definition not the river, so no point for land. Question 6. The Eurovision acts were representing, in whichever order they are here, firstly Switzerland. Switzerland for Celine. Then Finland for Lordy. Austria for the lady with the beard. Spain for whoever the fourth one was. Were they the ones who looked like matadors? Then we had the UK, Bucks Fizz, famously so, and finally Portugal. Switzerland, Finland, Austria, Spain, UK, and Portugal. Oh, for goodness sake, so the answer's not working now. It's one of those days. Let's see. Well, that's fine. What should Cato be marking? Cato should be marking Team 5. Team 5's answers are blank. Well spotted. Okay, I think that I have managed to reboot those, so hopefully you can see them now. If anyone else is having trouble, do let me know. I'd like to hear nothing more than the problems that you tiny people have doing my quiz. And a big thank you to Google for making this all possible. For while the Google Sheets do give us their problems, my golly, it's a jolly clever system, really, and it's very good that it works as much as it does. So, anyway, what did we have? We were looking for Switzerland, Finland, Austria, Spain, UK, and Portugal there. Question 7. The number of matches in total played in the Premier League is 380. I fear that him and her thought we were talking about only per team when they were at 38. 380, though, is what I was looking for. Mystery voices. We had sometime Doctor Who, David Tennant. Then I'm just sort of assuming that the answers are working for you again, Cato. Do let me know if you still have a problem. Then number 2 from Radiohead, it's Tom York. And number 3, the most powerful piece of cheese in the Marvel Universe, it's Brie Larson. Question 9, the legendary character who has bequeathed a name to the Eurovisions do not have to be in order, nor does anything have to be in order. If you feel that something is out of order, do feel free to do your best. What was the name of that man who used to shout order?
Burkow.
John Burkow! Thank you, Lawrence the Temple Elf. Do feel free to do your best, John Burkow, to the rest of the team. But no, nothing ever has to be in order unless stated explicitly in the Quizcazoatl Publess Pub Quiz. Question 9. The legendary figure is Merlin. Merlin I was looking for. Madame Tussaud, I think, is not legendary. I think she's probably an actual person with actual wax statues. And Ajax is a oven cleaner. Avante Rick. On to the 8 cities. How did you do on these? These were not easy. And I don't think... Oh, well, no. No, I don't think anyone's got all of these. What I was looking for was... first off, Bradford we had there. Not far from Sheffield, but a little bit north and to the west of Sheffield there, Bradford. Then Exeter. Everyone got Exeter by the look of things. Well done. Limerick, over in Ireland. Then Glasgow. In Yorkshire, we had Ripon, not one of the larger cities in Yorkshire, so well done if you got Ripon. Then in Northern Ireland, Armagh we were looking for. Not Antrim, I'm afraid. Armagh. Dublin, of course. I think everyone will have got Dublin. Then Edinburgh. Hopefully you all got Edinburgh too. And that spells out Belgrade. Belgrade is the bonus point. Well done, those of you who worked that out. Those again: Bradford, Exeter, Limerick, Glasgow, Ripon, Armagh, Dublin, Edinburgh, and Belgrade for the 9th point. And question 11. The Bush Poet appears on the $10 notes of Australia. Well done, you all got that. Then the TV programmes were Anatomy of a Scandal, then The Split, Normal People, Chivalry, The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel, Top Boy, and The Outlaws. And I feel like that might have been the end of the challenge of Sounds a Bit Hippie to me this week. Doctor Whom is not a Doctor Who spin-off, I'm afraid. That sounds a bit hippie. So it goes. Question, did I say them again? Anatomy of a Scandal, The Split, Normal People, Chivalry, The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel, Top Boy, and The Outlaws. First ever true motor race. The speed of the winner in miles per hour, well, the quiz setter think it's 15. However, because the winner, or the person to finish first, was in a two-seater, and it was formerly a race for four-seater vehicles, they were not declared the winner. So the actual winner finished, according to my calculation, in, I think, I decided 12. Hang on a second. Oh, I've got to remind myself of this now because someone's right on the cusp. Don't mind me. What have we got here? 1178 kilometres divided by 59. That's 19.97 kilometres. That is 12.4, so that rounds down to 12 miles per hour. So I am going to accept anything in the range from 7 to 20, taking the more generous option. That does mean that the hedonists, Team 2, have snuck in there with their 7 miles per hour guesstimate. Question 14, Total Music Chaos. We were looking for Carly Rae Jepsen, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Queen, Guns N' Roses, and the Gorillaz. Carly Rae Jepsen, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Queen, Guns N' Roses, and Gorillaz. Question 15, countries from clues. We were looking for Uganda, Thailand, Cambodia, Belize. I even said Belize, trying to work it out. I didn't remember. Didn't manage to turn it into a Z. Then Germany and Colombia. Uganda, Thailand, Cambodia, Belize, Germany, Colombia for 6 points. Question 16. The co-nomined directors are Andersons. Anderson for points there. Then question 17. Travel systems are hot air balloon, elevator, amphibious vehicle, and houseboat. The Delmarva Peninsula derives its name from Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. And then the elements hiding in the 6 things in picture 14 were, for question 19, gold in the Goldfinch, nickel in Nickelodeon, radon in Maradona, probably what finished him off, iron in Gridiron, tin in Stingray, and carbon in Spaghetti Carbonara. Gold, nickel, radon, iron, tin, and carbon. Question 20. The novel with that line was, of course, Frankenstein, or, if you wanted to go in full, Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. Stealing fire from the gods, in a manner of speaking. The Wipeout round. The word for the naughty team in World War II was the Axis. And then the president of Iraq, 1979 to 2003, is Saddam Hussein. The oldest of the Nicole Kidman, Nicola Sturgeon, Nigella Lawson triplets is not Cuba. So I'm afraid I think we will not wipe out Team 1 for writing Cuba there. I think we can safely assume that was an error. We were in fact looking for Nigella Lawson. The wipeouts haven't loaded. Your team has just problems. Let's just reset Kato for a second. That going to populate? Maybe we didn't get wipeout answers. Hang on a second. Let's just check whether that team actually did give any answers. No, I think everyone's given answers, haven't they? Never. Everyone has given answers. Well, I never. What is this? Team 5. All right, well, I will sort out Team 5, who I can see have 5 points. So I'm just gonna do that. Well done, Team 5. Anyway, sorry for interrupting everyone. Where was I? Nigella Lawson is the oldest of those three. Then a narcotic is the drug consumed for non-medical purposes. Question 5. The largest island nation in the Caribbean by area is Cuba. And finally, becoming Governor of the Bank of England on the 16th of March, it's Andrew Bailey. Andrew Bailey for the final point there. Well done. Sounds a bit hippie. You were the only ones to get that. So, what are the scores? Well, I can tell you... Oh, well, it isn't working in either direction. I guess that makes sense. Team 5 is just causing me problems. Hopefully that'll sort itself out in due course. Apologies, Team 5 and Kato. So using the magic of mental arithmetic... Well, that can't be right, can it? Oh, no, there we are. So, in 5th place, on 97 points, pipped at the post at the end there by the Ruminators, it's him and her. 97, an excellent score, though. Well done, him and her. In 4th place, we have the Ruminators with 98.5. That means in 3rd place, we have 105.5 for the Lins. A jolly decent score. Now, nobody got full wipeout points today, but nobody wiped out either, which I think was the last hope for Sounds a Bit Hippie to me, with all those music questions that the hedonists are so very good at. So in 2nd place, Sounds a Bit Hippie to me, on 115.5. And in 1st place, despite being reduced in number, top scoring on every round and getting 127. That's exceedingly solid. It's the Honest Middling Hedonists. Well played, gang. Well, all that leaves me to say is the charity appeal is still going on. I'm hoping to be able to announce that we got up to a total of £8,000 raised over the run, one way or another, when we come to it next week. So if you have a chance to lay down a final few pennies for Médecins Sans Frontières in our honour, that would be much appreciated. Of course, as ever, if you would like to donate to your own preferred cause, then we are more than happy for you to do so, and therefore please do. All that is left for me is to remind you next week is going to be, hopefully, slightly smoother than this. It's alarming that the Google Sheets are playing up, having behaved so well recently, but there you go. The hedonists are pleased that they can show Terence that they never needed him in the first place. What a lovely team spirit they have. Anyway, yes, so the big anniversary edition is coming up next week. I shall hope to see all of you then. And in the meantime, have a good week. Enjoy the summer, unless you are Antipodean, in which case